Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
And this is
Our Social Climb. So a real fear that people are actually talking about or feel, and these are some of the comments that we've been receiving, is just that fear of starting a YouTube channel or a fear of just being in front of the camera alone.
Yeah.
They are just a little bit skeptical or curious.
I think people are just really fearful in general about being seen. We had a really amazing comment from S. Thank you so much, S. I'm just going to read the comment that you made, and we'd love to talk about it. I've had the discussion about privacy and personal vulnerability with other boomers and wondered if you'd weigh in. Then S goes on to say, perhaps this is fair to my best description as being on TV is because when we're growing up, being on video was a huge deal, and it was so important that you had to pay a publicist to arrange it. Maybe this could make a boomer more fearful than usual, seeing ourselves as a celebrity, that we could lose a great deal of privacy, a normal life, if you will. Great comment, S. Thank you so much. So, you know, for me, I believe that YouTube is so big that the likelihood of somebody you knowing actually coming across your page would be very, very slim, unless you're calling your page your actual name. But something like our channel, like Our Social Climb, unless we tell our family and friends about it, it's very unlikely that they're going to find it. So I think that that is not a real fear that you should be concerned about. I believe they say like several YouTube videos are put up per second.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands are uploaded per minute. And so, you made a very good point, and that is that the expectation that somebody actually will stumble across your video. But again, going back to that whole why are you starting this YouTube channel anyways? It's because you have this expertise. It's because you have this passion about the topic that you're talking about. So really and truly, why wouldn't you want your friends and family or your neighbor or whomsoever to see it, because you're so passionate about it and you do want to get the word out there. So I guess the real fear is just standing in front of that camera and just talking to the camera. And I know for me personally, the only way that I'm able to stand here and talk to you is because I am talking to you. The camera, being you, is actually my friend. And if you were sitting right there in front of me right now, I would have no trouble talking to you whatsoever. And so that's what I ended up doing, was making the camera a representation of you, be my friend, and I have no problem talking to that. So whatever it takes, just find a way to feel comfortable in front of the camera.
If it's a real fear and that's really prohibiting you from moving forward to make a YouTube channel, there are other ways where you can do animation. Photoshop has a really neat system where you just pick the character that you want to look like, and there's a camera on you. When you blink, it blinks, and you can even change the voice. And that might make you a little more comfortable to get started, just to feel it out.
I do have another fear, and it's not, if you want to call it that, it's, I don't mind telling my friends and family that I have a channel, go see it and watch it, because, well, to me personally, they just seem like they're a little bit more forgiving and they're a little bit more accepting, and that. It's when I find that I'm talking to, say, a colleague or a stranger, and just in general, I feel like they don't get it, and I kind of feel silly talking about YouTube, because they are now where I was not that long ago, and that is that what is YouTube? Like, it seems really ridiculous. And you brought up this story about this little boy who told his dad that he wants to have a YouTube channel, and his dad said,
how are you going to support your family? You need to start thinking realistically. And and I kind of was thinking to myself, I didn't want to get involved in a father-son discussion, but I thought, if you only knew how powerful YouTube can be, you wouldn't be discouraging your son. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, and that's the reality, is that people generally just don't get it right now. They don't fully understand. It's a hobby, you know. You're doing YouTube and it's just a little hobby, so you run along and just do your needlepoint or your pottery class or something and start up a little YouTube channel. But you know, and so when we don't feel like we're being taken seriously, we get a little shy about it, we pull back, and then we're not that motivated, and maybe it wasn't such a good idea after all, and so therefore we withdraw. And well, that's it. We're just not going to do it anymore, right?
Yeah.
And wrong. No, that's why we're doing it here today.
The fears, a lot of people, a lot of people have the same fears. I have the fears. Olivia has a lot of the fears that you mentioned, but
we're doing it.
We're just pushing.
We're doing
pushing
it.
Through.
We're doing it
slowly but surely.
But you know what, S, thank you so much for bringing those comments. They were great. They were very insightful, and it's so nice to see that people are getting out there and engaging with us and you know, giving us back their feedback, because that's what we want to do. We do want to start that dialogue and open that communication so we can all go on this journey together.
Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
And we post something new every single Wednesday.
Until then, have yourself a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, and please take a look at some of our other videos. See you next week.